Now then, with just 13 days left until the big day, have you finished all your Christmas shopping, or do you still have a few bits and pieces left to order?
Before you panic about that online parcel arriving in time, Martin Lewis is here with his advice, so welcome.
Thank you. I thought you were going to segue from David Brendan to me then. I'm feeling quite relieved at the moment.
We never do that.
Never, not to my face.
Has anyone made that comparison
Never,
before? All right.
never.
So this is the last...
Thanks, Holly. Cheers, love.
Because you brought it up.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
This is the last week for the cheapest online deliveries from most stores.
Look, what happens is when it gets to... Obviously, you all know this. Most free and cheap deliveries, you take 3 or 4 days to get to you. So what actually happens is they put these last order dates in. And it's the last order of free or cheap. And then after that, you're going to have to pay more if you want delivery. Now, so just to give you some examples, M&S is Sunday. So Sunday, that's the last time you can get free delivery from it in time for Christmas. Then next Monday, it's Matalan and Boots. Tuesday, it's Debenhams. Amazon, if you're not a Prime customer, is the Wednesday. So this week, really, the general rule, if you're going to be ordering online and you don't want to pay excess delivery charges, do it this week. Simple message.
We should say to all of those people who work in those massive depots packing our parcels, thank you very much indeed.
Well done,
My God, what a job.
Thank you, and you know, there's been stories in the papers about conditions this weekend, and it has to happen. And, you know, there's a lot of our life is changing. We've gone back to this delivery system where we don't go shopping anymore, and that means more traffic on roads. And I think our infrastructure as a nation isn't yet suitable and ready to be able to deal with this. And the more it gets, the more our politicians are going to have to do something to sort it out, how it works. That wasn't really what I was here to talk
of course.
today, but it is an issue.
But thank you to them.
Buying the January sales in time for Christmas, how does that work?
Well, this isn't guaranteed, let me say that before it starts. But what I do, and I did it on my show earlier in the series, is I predict when all the Christmas discounts are going to come out. And one of the things, and I do this by studying the patterns of the last 5 years, and one of the things that we've seen with 2 stores, Kurt Geiger and ASOS, is they launched their January sales before Christmas. Now, Kurt Geiger has, in previous years, launched it on the 14th, which is this Wednesday, up to 70% off, and ASOS on the 21st. Now, if you pay premium delivery, that means you can get January sales prices but get the goods in time for Christmas. Now, I'm not saying that will happen. I'm just saying...
So you run the risk of them not arriving?
Well, no,
you
run the risk they may not do the sales, but I would keep your eyes open for a Kurt Geiger sale starting at some point this week. And if it does, you may be able to order in time for Christmas, and ASOS somewhere at the beginning of next week. And if you pay premium delivery, and hopefully the saving you're making in the sale will be bigger than the cost of premium delivery, you may be able to get those items if you're still looking for things to buy at January sales prices, but in time for Christmas. And that's the Holy Grail.
Clever. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
the Holy Grail.
You say you should know your free delivery thresholds.
What's that mean?
OK, so let's take Amazon, because that's the easiest one to play with. Amazon, it used to be £10, it's now £20 if you're not a Prime member to get free delivery. But here's the clever thing. So let's say you're buying something for £19.50. Delivery is £4.75. But there's a little web tool out there called Super Saver Delivery. And what that does, if you put in you're buying something for £19.50, for example, there's a £19.50 hairdryer, and it will find you something that costs 50p, like a 50p washing up sponge. Now your delivery is £20, so you get free delivery and you don't have to pay the £4.75 delivery charge. So instead of paying £24.25 for your hairdryer, because you're buying the sponge, you just pay 20 quid.
That's clever.
But this works
really
other stores too. Take John Lewis. John Lewis free delivery threshold is 50 quid. So if you're buying something for £49, as delivery there is £3.50, if you can find something that costs less than £3.50 to add on top that gets you over the 50 quid,
then
you're saving a bit of money.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Order in store, and unless it specifically says you'll get it in time for Christmas. What did I just say?
Yeah, basically, the point here, don't worry, I'm with you. The point here is people think that they order things now and they're going to get them in time for Christmas if you order in store and they have rights. You don't. Generally, when you order in store, it has to arrive within a reasonable amount of time, which is usually defined as 30 days. So if you're ordering in store now and you want it to arrive for Christmas, you need to specify that and tell them time is of the essence in time for Christmas. Then if it doesn't arrive, you've got a right to a refund. Otherwise, if it arrives late, you do not have a right to a refund. And people get this really wrong. So that's ordering in store. The next one, I'll move on for it, is if you order online, though, you always have a 14, unless it's personalised items, of 14 days to say, I'm cancelling it, and another 14 days to send it back. So if you order stuff online now and it doesn't arrive in time for Christmas, you don't have rights to compensation or anything like that, but you can send the item back and get your money back. So it's worth being aware of that. That's online, but in store, you're not going to have those type of rights. Just be aware of the differences going on there.
All right.
Okay.
Delivery instructions when ordering?
I mean, nothing drives people mad more than parcels being left in the wheelie bin or under their car wheels or anything like that. It's just a really simple tip. If you're worried about that, give them delivery instructions, tell them where to leave the parcel. It doesn't mean they'll always do it. There'll be people sitting out there go, I did exactly that, and they still put it in my wheelie bin, and it was still taken away. It's a nightmare. It's part of that infrastructure question. We're not set up. We don't have houses with delivery cupboards that only filter one way through, which I think in 20 years' time they'll be a lot more common.
Yeah.
They'll just build it in and you put it in, once it goes through, somebody can't steal the parcel out, and that's how your parcels go through. But we don't have that, so be specific about delivery.
All right, OK. And
idea.
your contract, and we mentioned this last week, is with the store, not the delivery firm.
Well, this is really important. I don't think people realise this. If the delivery firm messes up your parcel, complain to the delivery firm. You don't have a contractual relationship with them. You only have a contract with the store you bought it from, unless you pay for delivery yourself. I'm assuming the store arranged delivery. So complain to the store. And what we need to do is, frankly, if they use a delivery firm who is so appalling that we don't get our goods, we need to withhold our custom from the store, because that's the only way we'll teach them to properly manage who they subcontract parcel delivery out to.
All right, thank you.
Martin. Thank you
Lots
very
of
much.
info there.